Hello and welcome to Rhythm Cafe, the game stream where we play the rhythm games. And today we play the game that Heather likes. Apparently, only Heather likes enough to show up on time. Ian is sometimes here, usually, but he is not right now. He's told me he will show up. We'll find out if that's true later in stream. Let's see. I'm gonna put myself on this side this time. Sure, let's just do that. This is our second week playing Theatrhythm Final Bar Line. I really like this game. I think it's really good. I'll be able to get a decent score if it's just me playing. Ian saying he'll show up, promise or threat. Depends on the stream. How far are we from... Oh yeah, we almost have a key off of this map. Actually, since he's not here, I can make some party adjustments. We got... What does this do? 20% of the HP gauge. Yeah, if he does show up, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need healing. What about you? What's Toad do? Cures Toad. Like the Mario character? Nah. Ooh. Chance of inflicting blind, we'll take that. Got... Yeah, you do healing. Do you do any other kind of healing? Stores small. Yeah, okay, cool. There, in case Ian does show up, we'll have characters who can have healing. And that'll help the gameplay a lot. Oh, right, I have this on paired mode still. Take it off of that. I really like this game. I don't play Final Fantasy games, and I really like this game. I think the music is great. Let's go for a full combo. Let's see if we can do an all crit. It's not like we're playing on a hard mode. Oh, darn it. Well, never mind the all crit. All combo. Currently I've been playing on expert mode, which is the level we're on here, which for this song is not a high difficulty. I've done a couple songs on... What's the level after this? Ultimate? Yeah, Ultimate. Because that fourth level is called Supreme for some reason. Look, we can all agree that Square Enix doesn't make any sense when it comes to naming and rhyming conventions. Does it differ per song? Yeah, you'll get like a number grading. So if you look at the top right-hand corner, it says difficulty number 4. I've seen songs that go up to like 15, I think. Yeah, I do definitely recommend checking out the demo. We're playing this on Switch. There's also a PlayStation version. You may prefer a PlayStation version just because of stick layout over something like Switch version. But that's all up to you. Ooh, we have a new ship. Oh, good. We have cosmetics finally. Shoot, first perfect chain. Yeah, whose fault's that? It's not mine. Key. Let's see. We can have a fancier ship. We still don't have a Moogle, do we? No, of course not. What do we need to do for this Moogle? What was it? Oh, we can do that. Yeah, so if we go, you'll see here that this is, even though it's an expert, it lists it as a 5. If we put it up to ultimate, it's a 9. And we could probably do an ultimate. Sure, why not? Put it up to 9. I just did a 4. It's like, oh, a little over twice. I might not be able to get a different Moogle for this, but hey. Oh shoot. Cancel. See? Ultimate mode. Definitely didn't clear for the puppy, though. That's okay. He's not here, we'll just do the song again, don't tell him. Let's go back for the puppy. Put it on that, and there, it'll be fine. Hello.
Hi. Sorry, I said I'd be coming in a little hot, but seem to be okay. How's?
I'll adjust the camera then.
I'll go hide my shame. Whoop. How's it going?
It's good.
It's Rhythm Café. I mean, it is now.
Is this good, or should I pull the camera back more?
No, this is probably good.
Probably good?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I can stick myself in behind you here and make some space. Ah, yes. Yes. As I said, this is Rhythm Cafe. You've probably already gone over this, haven't you?
I think they might know by now what stream it is.
I mean, it has been going on for a few minutes here. Oh, what a good day, folks. The sun is shining.
It was snowing last night. I mean, you were there and I was there. We both know that, but the audience doesn't know that.
Oh, you know, the best part about it snowing last night is that it wasn't snowing this morning in any way. Just give me those wet, wet streets, and that's all I need. I like the tigers.
I don't think we get to play as tigers.
Ooh.
I know if we open up, what is it? Final Fantasy VI, we get Mog, who's a giant Moogle. And there's another one where we can get a Chocobo.
That is different. But yeah, oh yeah, Chocobo's important. Chocobos exist in Final Fantasy Tactics, that's for sure. I told you that I once fought a tiger, right?
In real life or in a video game?
Oh, in a video game, absolutely. Maybe I mentally fought a tiger when I was at the zoo one time, but...
Ian almost unplugged his his headphones.
We're back. I fixed them. I can unfix them.
I mean, unfixing stuff is not a hard thing to do. That's the easy part of fixing. I've done it several times. Sometimes I haven't even bothered with the second part of fixing.
Excuse me, it really depends on the tools, doesn't it? If you're gonna unfix something with a screwdriver, that's one thing. If you're gonna unfix something with a hammer, that's another thing entirely. You know, a heat gun. I've unfixed things with heat guns quite successfully.
I prefer just skipping to fire, but, you know, heat guns are good too.
The thing about fire is that everyone gets to see it. I mean, which is part of the appeal, right?
Now we have a puppy. We might be able to open... Will it care? Do I have to do a full thing? Maybe I would do a full thing. It might care.
I appreciate that we're trying.
I'm trying to get it to open up so we can play Final Fantasy Tactics music.
And I appreciate that you're trying that.
Okay, if I go this way...
What do we got this way? Maneuver within the box.
So wait, like, a real tiger?
No.
Okay, just in a video game.
Yeah, it wasn't technically me, but it was my avatar. Head of the Dojima family, Kazuma Kiryu.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to be a Yakuza game,
Right
but
in
I
the
was going
face.
to ask if it was maybe Destiny. Seems like something they would do.
I could see them doing that in
Right?
Destiny too, yeah.
Go fight a tiger on the moon. That seems like a thing you do in Destiny.
I mean, now I have an idea for a game jam game, which I would like to do, which is called We Fought a Zoo.
The building or actually everything in the zoo?
You just have to walk around the zoo and fight the various animals. Some of them are very easy, like the marmoset. Some of them are very difficult, like the shoebill. I mean, I'd have a hard time fighting the penguin just because of my own personal moral beliefs, but...
I would have thought it was because the penguin could take you.
Again, depends on the penguin. Did you see the reports of the giant New Zealand penguins from the past?
No?
Apparently, yeah, they're like the size of men. They're now extinct, unfortunately.
Okay, wait, are they the size of men because men in the past were smaller, or are they the size of, like, current men?
No, they were the size of modern men.
Modern men?
Yes.
Okay.
We're just modern men. Just normal men. Just normal-sized men. We're just modern men.
What is the size of a normal-sized man?
Oh,
I feel like my things around here are skewed.
I mean, that's right up there with the question, how much is a Tim Conway?
How much is a Tim Conway?
About 2.5 stone.
Oh, okay.
Which I think is about probably average for America.
Good crit chart.
God, the triple S's each time is a little disheartening.
You just need to get, like, over 90,000. points to get your triple S.
Okay, well, I mean, that's...
That's all.
How hard can that be?
Do you want to find out?
Yes. Maybe. Can I win? Triggers move really fast.
Well, I mean, this is the sad song, so I'm sure they'll be slower. It's the one where Aerith goes on a really nice walk or something. I will remind everybody in the chat that I don't think either of us have played Final Fantasy VII.
I have played a bit of it.
Oh!
But I didn't get to the point where anyone died.
Nobody actually dies in Final Fantasy VII. Not that, I don't think so. I know there's some sort of thing where they all go to a party and they dress up very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I only know that because of memes.
And merch.
Oh, and I think there's something to do with a motorcycle. At least in the remake, there's definitely something to do with a motorcycle.
I think I'm getting that mixed up with Shenmue in my head.
Now, Final Fantasy VIII's that one where there's like a wedding or a dance. There's definitely a dance because I've seen that scene a million times because everyone makes AMVs out of it.
Do people still make AMVs?
I'd have to go on the internet to find out.
Yeah.
I honestly haven't hung around that crowd in a long time. I just rewatched the same AMVs I got back in the early 2000s.
Like, I remember recently that the creator of the AMV format just recently died. Which I guess means that the medium is now over.
Does that mean we'll never have to hear Evanescence again?
No, I think Evanescence is still alive, so unfortunately they still can exist.
No, I meant in the form of an AMV.
Oh, yeah, absolutely not. There are just no more AMVs. Triple S! Ah!
This is the game that Paul asked me if the scoring rank started at an A, and I was like, no, actually, it does go lower.
But you gotta work for it.
Kinda do.
You want that C? You gotta work for that C.
Trying to get a really low grade on a game like this without dying, harder than it looks.
That's like fun, actually. Just ride that failure.
Who invented AMVs? I'm assuming Hatsune Miku.
Oh, let me. I mean, your answer is a good answer, but. James Caporza. Capost says. That's it, yes.
Huh.
Unfortunately, they passed in February 7th. It's weird, because we are getting to that point now where pioneers in what we consider to be normal are just getting to that age. Yep, Juliamon. Leiji Matsumoto as well.
So there's this little UI thing that I've noticed, but if you look at the chain number, you see how it sparkles?
Yes.
If you lose your chain, when it starts going up again, the sparkle goes away.
I'm gonna keep an eye on that, but you're not gonna drop that chain, are you?
I'm gonna try not to. I mean, we're only doing a difficulty 5. I don't think I will. But, you know, for science, let's just do it.
Ah, yeah, and there it goes.
And you get a quest clear badge in the corner when you make the quest.
I'm just looking at the face on this animal like, why are you doing this to me? Stop!
We're on a field, you're in the way.
You people are so mean!
The field lane is only wide enough for 4 tiny people or 1 giant monster.
I didn't do anything! I'm being bullied by a... Look, I don't know what job any of you guys have with those clothes, but...
Well, I think... One's an archer. One's got an axe.
Okay, yeah. Again, one is Moonlight Knight.
Moonlight Knight only has a shield, but I mean, that's pretty standard for Moonlight Knight, not really getting involved in the fight.
Again, not doing anything.
Although he, in the anime, actually had a sword as opposed to Rose Boy.
It was kind of cool. But then we got Haruka and everything changed. Sailor Moon! When I tried it with Haruka, everything changed.
Axe guy is named Guy. Oh, that explains why every so often he says Guy speaks beaver. It's a thing. There's 3 words that show up occasionally in people's heads, and he says that. He says
Guy protect.
He says Guy speaks beaver. This chair is absolutely
Go on, say it.
not broken. Was not broken when we got it.
Yes. I think it might matter just be how one enters the room. Because normally we don't have any crash entrances on this show. Just on special occasions.
Found Ben's chair. Oh, maybe. What's yours say? Oh, yeah, you do have the better one.
Oh. You want to switch?
Nah, that's fine.
Pretty sure I could do that without.
It's our headphones that are.
Oh, yeah, that's a
are
big
gonna
no.
be annoying. Not
Oh no, I just meant switch the chair. It's not our positions.
Oh, okay, sure.
Let me just do that. There we go. How?
Oh, yeah. This one is set the way I like it.
Oddly enough, same here.
I knew they'd gotten
Yeah, the lumbar sport's in the right place now. Perhaps it's that we need to make friends with our chairs. That's a good point, Ian, you make. Have we never asked chairs which asses they prefer? We just, assume, like, it's the same. I bet they do have preferences.
I want to start a podcast called Ask Chair.
Where we just ask questions of chairs?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, you know what? Let's not narrow ourselves down. Yes, we'll just start a podcast called Ask Chair. You can find it wherever you don't get your podcasts. Publishing schedule is erratic and also not in podcatchers. That's Genova?
Yeah. Probably.
Huh.
I haven't checked their LinkedIn profile, so I don't really know.
Ark of the Conclave says, I did not realize there was an official Final Fantasy Rhythm game. Heather, would you care to tell Ark of the Conclave about the other Theatrhythm games in the franchise?
Hey, Ark of the Conclave. This is game 4. The first game, Final Fantasy Theatrhythm, was on the 3DS. Final Fantasy Theatrhythm Curtain Call was also on the 3DS. Theatrhythm All-Star Carnival was for mobile. probably only in Japan, as far as I can tell. And this one, Theatrhythm Final Bar Line, which you can get a demo for, is on the Switch, and I believe the PS4 and the PS5.
So many options.
Also, there's definitely a demo, and if you want to play with stylus, you should track down the 3DS games.
Mm-hmm. Get judged harshly.
The demo lets you play like 30 songs.
That's a big
which
demo.
Is basically the size of some other rhythm games I've played.
Yeah, that seems like enough to get us through one episode of this stream.
This game has 385 songs in its base game. This game, I believe, is also like $65 Canadian in the base game.
I like the Heather Nintendo Directs better. Get down to brass tacks.
I typically also just leave out the things that I know people won't care about, depending on the person I'm talking to. It's why I only told Kathleen about Professor Layton.
And not.
Well, I didn't think she'd be a Metroid fan.
Oh, from the Nintendo Direct. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Is there something you're hiding from Kathleen about Nintendo detectives?
Well, she should play Ghost Trick if she hasn't yet.
Absolutely.
Ghost Trick is great, and I'm glad they're bringing that back.
Hotel Dusk 2, another good Nintendo DS detective. We will not be mentioning the Phoenix Wright games in this particular series because the only detective is a bad detective.
Tries hard.
Yes, I mean that's nice.
Maybe he'd do a better job if people kept docking his pay. I'm just saying, he gets treated pretty unfairly.
Yeah, you do need a certain base level of currency in order for this to function at your job.
And who else is gonna... And if we don't mention it, who's gonna tell Apollo to eat their hamburgers?
I find Apollo now to be a very untrustworthy lawyer if he needs to be reminded to eat his hamburgers.
Also, the one they brought out more recently, the Great Ace Attorney whatever Chronicles, has Herlock Sholmes in it.
Oh, the one and only Herlock Sholmes.
Yeah, one of my favorite tropes. Avoiding copyright.
You know, you showed him at least twice in Lupin the Third series, too. One time, I think he was trying to kill Lupin for some reason. And then in the other one, there was just this big collection of fictional detectives.
So do you want to defeat Safer Sephiroth?
Sure.
Or, as Beach told me, they should have called him Sephiroth?
Sephiroth, yes. God, his face. I hate his face. Yes, Mandrew, Blumco was the name of the, Columbo Jr. in the Lupin the Third series.
I haven't been watching them myself, but there's like these spin-off Detective Conan things on Netflix right now of like a dude who's all in shadow and clearly isn't even wearing any clothes, and how he moves to like the city.
Yes!
Wants to murder whoever it is who's really good at whatever, but everyone's just like, murders happen in this city every other week.
This is the spin-off of Detective Conan that's all about the villains.
Yeah. And then there's like another one about food, I think. About somebody cooking. I only saw the image for that. But it is kind of fun to watch this dude be like, I'm gonna go apartment hunting. Oh wow, these apartments are so cheap.
Yeah,
Wait,
thanks
why?
to murder.
Oh, a murder happened in it. Oh, Is there a place where a murder didn't particularly happen? Only this place over here that's a trash heap. That's 3 times more expensive. I always picture him walking downstairs at this point.
I haven't actually listened to the song this long enough. I was about to give my hot take that the Sephiroth theme, definitely a lesser song than Duel of the Fates. That should get some good discourse going. I won! I'm a Pokemon master!
There is a Final Fantasy game that's basically Pokemon. It's called World of Final Fantasy.
Beautiful!
See, I may not have played hardly any of the games, but I know all the titles for some reason. I may own many of the games I've never played. A lot of them showed up in the DS discount bin.
Ah, yes, that is a... God bless the DS discount bins.
I miss those.
They got so cheap.
I got so many really good games that were weird.
So there's a guy I follow on social media right now who only posts what they find at Japanese secondhand shops. And one day they recently posted a 25-cent copy of Rhythm Heaven for the DS.
Wow.
It's upsetting.
Yeah. Okay, I think we can open this now. Yes, great.
Yeah, Rams sure does like to shoot off his mouth a lot. I also really like the character design and the art, the concept art for this game. Strong characters.
They keep rumoring that they're gonna bring this game. They're gonna remake this game. That's gonna come back out on like current consoles.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know how true that is.
I mean, if I ever go back to play it, I'll go back to play it the way I've kept trying every time, on an emulator, so that I can save scum and then forget to save scum.
I mean, they brought back what was it? Ogre Battle Tactics or something?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's part of the reason why people expect this one to come back.
Lots of hurdy-gurdy in this soundtrack too, which I appreciate.
I think there's a song in the Final Fantasy XIV area that I've come to really like. It's about King Moogles. It has lyrics.
Ah, yes, the background music for the thrilling boardroom scenes.
I think I have a copy of other tactics game they did for Final Fantasy. A2?
Was that one of the handheld ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what did the original Tactics game come out on?
The original Tactics came out on Final Fantasy. On the Final Fantasy console, also known as the PSX. Yeah, and then the Game Boy Advance got a game with the same title that was a completely different game.
Didn't the PlayStation, what is it, the PSP, get one about lions or something?
That was Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions, which was the original Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's confusing.
Yeah, it is. I was real excited to play the Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. You know, as a chance to get back into the game and be able to take it with me where I went. And then I spent the first 2 hours having a snowball fight and saying, "This isn't the game I wanted." And then left. Bahamut!
I mean, the best thing I've seen to come out of Final Fantasy Tactics is Final Fantasy Tic Tacs.
Mm-hmm.
Is a meme I really like. I'm actually surprised they don't literally sell that as a marketing thing.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be able to get a real brand synergy there. I don't know, for me it was the Dojinshi. Whoop. I mean, that's kind of a lie. But if anyone has any good Final Fantasy Tactics Dojinshi they want to send me, you know where to find me. But you'll have to wait to the end of the episode to find out where.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you can just fast forward to the end. I mean, play us on double speed. I'm sure that'll make the music sound even better.
Now this is the music that has been burned into my brain.
I want to say it was like, I think last year we got like a whole slew of tactics games that came out.
Mm-hmm.
Which was kind of interesting to see because I didn't think the world was that into tactics.
I'm willing to bet that probably people got a little bit burned out on maze runners and tower defense. Then you die and start the battle again.
Was their tactics game one of those ones where it was like permadeath or anything like that?
I think so.
It seems the right age for it.
Mm-hmm. It might have just also been that if you died in certain places, then it was just game over.
That's possible, yeah.
Treasure key.
Guys died in tactics. They had
Right,
about
3 turns to be revived.
or they decomposed. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only played Ogre Battle 64, and that definitely had like, if you could get to the witch and pay enough money to revive a character, you could bring them back. But if you left the map, I think they were permanently dead at that point. I think. I never got super far into that game because as much as I like tactics games, I don't play them very well. Like, in a you have to play this well in order to actually beat the game kind of thing.
Yeah, they're absolutely.
Some of those older games aren't good for that. So basically, I'd always get to the point where the ogres would come out of the portals, and I don't know if that was just like the difficulty spiked too hard on me, or if I just wasn't properly prepared, because I always die about that.
I know the case with tactics is that you had to be leveled high enough to go into this particular battle, but if you were just playing along with the story, there's no indication that you need to be higher level than you are or what you need to be at. It's like, okay, and the next story mission is over here. You can go there if you want to. You really shouldn't do that for like 3 or 4 weeks of playtime. It's also a battle where one of your party members betrays you, which is always fun. Yeah. Like, yeah, I got this real powerful character on my team who's been with me for years, and what?
Now why did I level them?
Yeah, why did I level them? I'm now down a party member.
Did they take all your good stuff that you gave them too?
Yeah. But he's got a cool name. Gafgarian.
So I've played a number of Fire Emblem games now, but most of the ones I've played have casual mode, so I can turn permadeath off if I want.
That's nice.
So if I stream them, I turn permadeath mode off.
Yeah.
But a lot of them also have like a rewind feature now, so you can go back a couple of turns in the fight if you make like a really bad mistake, like I do, where I constantly put the person like who's on the Pegasus right next to the archers, because I always seem to do that.
Sorry. So Fool is telling me here now, don't forget the solo boss battle where you could accidentally soft lock yourself. There's another point in that game where you can accidentally soft lock yourself?
Video games are great. So good. So full of pain and anguish in ways you never expect. Brother managed to soft lock his tactics playthrough by overwriting his save between battles on the second Zodiac boss stage.
Okay, well there's another
Fun.
thing to worry about if I ever go back and play that game.
I mean, you tier save and whatever's, right?
Yeah, sure.
Stake or save, that's what it's called.
I mean, that's what you should do, but...
I mean, that's what I hear people are supposed to do. I only learned about saving once I started streaming certain games, and people were like, "You're supposed to stake or save," and I'm like, "What?
YOLO, one file. I mean, on games that do the right thing and give you almost unlimited save slots, I'll just, use a new one each time.
I did play a really bad dating game sim thing that had like 99 save files on it. I don't think any of the decisions you made did anything. And there were only like, you kind of have to start over to do all the romance options anyway, so it didn't really seem to make sense that it had that many
Are
saves.
you sure that you weren't accidentally
Also, it
playing
was very bad.
a Mozart game?
No, this one was called Bad Apple Wars.
Oh. Wait, this isn't a Toho dating game, is it?
No, it's just a bad dating game. Bad Apple Wars, the game that's bad and tells you in the title. Also, so bad that when I tried to resell it off for credit to the game store, they wouldn't take it.
That's the money comment. Oh wow, this is G-dorable. Bad Apple Wars, which was trying hard to rip off Angel Beats,
Yes.
of all things. Jesus.
Yep, I definitely... Yep.
Yeah. God. I try not to think about Angel Beats, but it comes up every now, like every 6 months or so that I can't actually forget about it. Now, I was thinking about other game franchises that you would that you would be the most unexpected franchise to get a rhythm game in it. And I'm going to start off with Mass Effect.
That does seem pretty unlikely.
But would probably be very well received.
Star Fox.
Okay, yeah. Left 4 Dead and Resident Evil in the chat there.
I honestly would love to see a Resident Evil rhythm game.
I believe that would be really good.
And I think at that point we need to like have the Note Boys come on.
John Madden Football. Grand Theft Auto, Doki Doki Panic, Castlevania, Sonic. Yeah. Some of these are good.
So I was listening to Stephanie Sterling talk about a game that they were playing called Wanted Dead or something. And they said that in the they were playing this, it's apparently it's not like a good game, but they were playing it, and then all of a sudden, they were like in this part where there was like ramen being eaten, and out of nowhere, just a couple hours in, a narrator all of a sudden just starts describing the soup, and there had been no narrator in the game the entire time.
It sounds
and then
great.
to eat the soup, there was just a rhythm game out of nowhere, and then it went away, and it was just kind of like, God, I kind of want to see it.
This
now,
sounds
though.
great, yeah.
Yeah, but apparently it's not. It's like, I'm not sure if it's just bad or if it's one of those games that's so bad that it's good, but it's definitely fascinating. So yeah, we should have more rhythm games based on eating ramen.
Yes. I would also just go with eating more ramen, personally. I really like Sherlock Holmes' idea of a Mega Man rhythm game, though, because the music in Mega Man is actually really well suited to that type of gameplay. And in fact, if you were to make it like an endless runner, where it's a jump shoot rhythm game,
actually, I would probably pull that off as well. Like the runner games are really good for what they do, and I feel like there's definitely a number of other franchises that can pull that off with their character sets. I haven't heard anything else about Starstruck Prologue recently.
I just choose to believe that it's going to eventually be released when it's ready. Much like that white label game we were playing.
And it's definitely one of those ones that when they do release it, we'll want to play it.
Oh yeah. I've just found that paying attention to game development is a good way to get yourself sad.
Enjoying, like, we've had a few games in recent years basically just kind of drop and be like, this comes out in 3 months.
Yep.
Which has been really nice. Our song will come out one day. I wonder if that Tumblr still exists. Of that person counting how many days it's been since Rhythm Thief didn't get its sequel.
Man, that's a game I wouldn't mind getting some.
It basically tells us that the story has a sequel coming, and then they never did it. But I know that you can get music for it in like the Yakuza games and stuff. So it's like Sega still knows it exists.
It is still an entry in our portfolio of intellectual properties.
Rhythm Thief was good. They need to bring back Rhythm Thief.
Yeah, I think I've just been disappointed too many times to ever hold out hope for anything. Recently, it seems that the game that I've been waiting for, the Dead Stick, the bush pilot game, where you pilot a bush plane and then you have to make repairs to it in order to make your deliveries and whatnot. It looks like development on that has completely halted and is dead. So, yeah, disappointed.
Final Fantasy Tactics. No extra characters for you.
Nope. We won.
We get a chocobo here.
Chocobo! I used to go to a friend's house to watch him play this.
We're keeping Moonlight Knight, clearly. Which of these 3 deadbeats are we getting rid of?
Guy says funny things, so let's go with guy whose job I don't know what it is.
This one?
Yeah.
Chocobo leader.
Sounds good.
No abilities. And we got the ship that looks like a car.
Okay.
So, sure.
Hey there, partner. It's Benjamin Wheeler and the
rodeo.
Yes, the rodeo. Thank you. I knew it was Western.
It's okay. I like to call them the wheelies sometimes when I forget. Just like I like to call Matt's chat the Wiggles, even though that's definitely not what he wants.
I've always wanted to go with Jace and the Wheeled Warriors, just because no one remembers Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. And you know, the magic content also kind of fits in there too, so. To be honest, I don't even really remember Jace and the Wheeled Warriors, but I remember seeing it in comic books at the time.
What were they playing over where you are?
Sorry?
Were they playing Magic over there, or...?
Oh,
sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm talking to the rodeo. I don't know what he does on his own stream. I mean, I do, because I see the notification, and then my brain blanks every time somebody raids.
I kind of thought the Phoenix was just wearing sunglasses for half a second, and that was just very good in my eye. Ah, yes, Juliamon, we must also remember about the Cowboys of Moo Mesa, which we all, again, thank you to the Mackle Boys for breaking that down for us. COW in the Cowboys of Moo Mesa is in fact an acronym which stands for Code of the West. So it's Code of the West, Boys of Moo Mesa. Or sorry, Code of the West, Wild West, the Boys of Moo Mesa. I mean, Hunter Lionheart, I can only assume that it was spelled Jason that way to avoid a copyright infringement with the holders of Jason the Wheel of the Warriors, you know. Wizards of the Coast was just a small company at that time. Well, that was a big metal thing.
Some sort of tank.
Johnny Hub had the audacity this afternoon to tell me that you drive a Gundam.
Pilot a Gundam.
You wear a Gundam. It's a mobile suit.
I'm gonna give you this controller back since I make some adjustments with the team, which I know you will ignore.
I don't ignore them. It's just I'm oblivious to their meaning.
Well, I put on a lot of healing things so that we don't die immediately.
That's good. I appreciate that.
Oh, no, I forgot. Oh, go back. Go back! This thing is just cosmetic, what I really want to do.
Heck yeah.
You have a chocobo suit for a Moogle. I'm putting it on.
No, I ignore very little about what goes on this stream. I react to fewer things.
So this game that we're playing the songs through right now is a spin-off game where you are a chocobo that also plays a card game, because they're card fights, but you do a lot of mini games that are all based on fairy tales because you need to gather something to help whatever thing that came out of a book. It's been a while since I've played. It's the only game I've really finished.
Of the Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
Yes.
I have finished many other games. I make a list of that every year. Last year I finished 36.
Ow.
This year I wrote down that I was going to play all of Kingdom Hearts, and so far that hasn't made any progress.
Yeah, I think you might want to revise that goal now.
Nah.
So Heather's decided that she's going to play more than one game at once. I don't mean in the sense of back and forth. I mean that in order to get this goal done, you're going to need to be playing more than one game at one time.
Yeah, probably.
Which, weirdly...
If I play all of the Kingdom Hearts games at the same time, though, I can get the plot down a lot faster.
I think everything might make a lot more sense if you did that, actually. Okay, now I know what I really want in life. Is a very long-running, but something that feels like a weird version of We Have Kingdom Hearts at Home. A Kingdom Hearts-style series about the Hanna-Barbera universe. Top Cat and the Flintstones and the Jetsons and Scooby-Doo. All in this budget version of Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, Captain Caveman!
Look, we've activated abilities 500 times.
Yeah. We did that.
We did that.
We did that.
We did. This isn't my personal save. This is Rhythm Cafe's personal save.
Holy shit, the Pro Stars were part of that? Absolutely, I want this now. Bo knows how to beat Scooby-Doo.
I guess Chocobo's Dungeon is that the Mystery Dungeon game?
So there is Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon, but there's also...
Because the Fairy Tale one is a different one, I guess, yeah. It's on the DS. Chocobo's Fables, I think.
Yes. The one that I've played was from the original PSX.
I mean, I do have Chocobo Mystery Dungeon game on Switch because it was on sale, and I was like, I like Mystery Dungeon games, and I've never played it.
Good enough.
Really should. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna look at my backlog and see what portion I've actually played versus what I have. Oh, we decided triggers need to go at 2 speed for this, did we? I guess we should probably take a break after this.
Oh god, yeah, we were at that time. I like the Whopper Nugget gives my idea of the Kingdom Hearts for Hanna-Barbera. It's $1 million idea, which absolutely yes, that is absolutely $1 million idea, and studios are looking for $1 billion ideas.
Got some negative dollar ideas. I've got a few of those laying around.
Well, you know, I just realized another Hanna-Barbera property, and that's the Ghostbusters. Not those Ghostbusters.
Oh no.
Yes. They definitely have to be a part of the whole thing. Oh, that's right, the original Ghostbusters for Filmation. Fine, then I'm changing my answer. It's now a Kingdom Hearts based on Filmation. That's the negative $8 idea. I mean, you do get He-Man that way, so... Why do I open this wiki page and see something called The Harlem Globetrotters Meet Snow White?
There was a time that things like that happened a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They still kind of do every now and then. It's just they're not like front of mind a lot of the time.
Speaking of friend of mine, we should remember that we are going to be taking that break right about now. So I want all of you to stand up, swap your fluids, stretch your legs. Come back here in about 5 minutes time and we'll be back with more of the Theatrhythm on Rhythm Cafe. Don't go all the way away. Okay, I know we're having fun and all. I'm gonna just here to say, Dad's coming down the stairs to the basement to say, all right, kids, it's fine. I know you're gonna want to watch the Snow White meets the Harlem Globetrotters. It's just keep us on in the window behind it, and we'll be fine. No, I'm going to bed because I'm old and tired. I guess you're all up till I've got twerk in the morning. There it is. There it is. God, remember when Peach used to wear his bathrobe to Zeta?
No?
I seem to remember that. Maybe I have a disease.
It's just unlike him to do that for all of Zeta.
Oh, yeah.
He would have worn his stage blacks or his con outfit, more likely.
Oh, yeah, that happens a lot. I remember there was a time back in Moonbase Mark III, occasionally, when he would at least to make fun of the rest of us, would put on his bathrobe and yell at us from the stairs.
I mean, that I believe. You sure it wasn't like a yukata?
You know, it might have been a yukata, yeah.
Because I don't think I've ever known Beach to own a, like, actual bathrobe. Like, you would, like, Western style.
Yeah, no, the more I think about it,
but
it absolutely was a yukata, but it...
He does have a yukata that's kind of like a little thicker, and if you don't know,
It's,
you would probably describe it as a bathrobe.
It's the way people wear things sometimes.
With old man energy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think he'd be offended by that.
No, we know he came out that way. He's always been that way.
Someone had to hold the door open for him, yes. I, too, am not of woman born.
I don't think anyone is these days.
I understand that it is a much more popular method of giving birth. But I don't have the statistics.
I just assumed we all really wanted to make sure that we could kill the king.
Well, I mean, we do have the king now.
So somebody's time's about to come.
Yep. Like, I know everyone was making fun of Charles for that picture of him in his bathrobe. For looking like some sort of char-ass molest looking motherfucker, but honestly, he's been waiting a long time. Like, can you imagine being at the water park and being like behind the person on the slide, and it's gonna be your turn next, and this person gets in with their tube and just spends the next 80 years just slowly wiggling this tube down the slide very slowly, and all you want to do is jump in and get down like whoosh splash. So I have a bit of a soft spot for Charles there.
Not gonna lie, kind of just zoned out a little, and then just came back in for splash. Zoom splash. I don't think Ian's talking about himself, but he might be.
No, I'm talking about Charles. In charge of our days and our nights.
I don't leave anyone named Charles in charge of anything. I don't think this is a person. I remember if I left someone named Charles in charge.
Of our wrongs and our rights. And I say, I want Charles in charge of me.
I mean, I can find you someone named Charles if you really want, but I personally wouldn't leave someone named Charles in charge. It's too close to the word charge.
I do sometimes forget that you don't have the same love of early television sitcom theme songs that I do.
I'm gonna really suggest the idea that whatever you grew up on, I probably didn't watch, and whatever I watched, you did not.
It's very good. Like,
I'm gonna guess that our age difference is just enough that we would not have been into any of the same things at the same time.
Until we hit 1994, I completely agree with you. That's the point where our interests converge, and then once again split back off in two opposite directions.
Sailor Moon came out in 96.
Shit. Okay, in 94, when Sailor Moon came out in Japan, it was very closely converging. We were on a collision course.
It took me a long time to realize that the Man with the Machine Gun song might be actually talking about one of the good guys.
Man with Machine Gun, the song.
There's a song in here called Man with a Machine Gun.
Okay.
And then I think one of the characters from the game that comes from is literally a dude with a machine gun. And I kind of always was just like, oh, okay, whatever. And then I was playing this game a couple nights ago, and I was like, wait a minute, that's that character. Wait, is that his theme song? Oh, goodness, it's so obvious now.
I was going to ask if it's Barrett's theme song, The Man with the Machine Gun Arm. That's a cheeky Chocobo poster. Like, check out my butt, just gonna glance over the shoulder, like a coquettish little Chocobo. Title cleared.
Cool. So, pick one.
I guess I will. Yes!
Oh, the original.
Give me them bleep bloops.
Laguna's battle theme from FF8.
Ah.
Yeah, maybe. I just know the character literally is sitting there with a machine gun.
And every time I think about the machine guns and music in the same verse, it's always about Majima and his machine gun kiss kiss.
I mean, there are many men with machine guns.
So that's his song that he sings. We'll get to that one day in when we bring in the Yakuza games.
Really should just bring them all in.
That's the idea,
Same
actually.
time.
I'm
And then just swap games when we run out of songs, since they're shorter.
That's the plan.
Though I did really like the what was it, the disco dancing fight.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a cool.
Like that
game mode.
doesn't seem like they bring that one back.
They do not.
And I'm a little disappointed about that. A game I've not really even played outside of these rhythm games, and I'm just like, oh, that's too bad.
And that is a mini game that is like one iota of what's in the game.
Right? I mean, I'll get around to it eventually. I have that copy of the one about the lawyer, the detective.
Ah, yes. Judgment. I still like the Japanese version of the pre-release version. Project Judge Eyes.
That seems more likely something that works, but yeah.
Well, it definitely fits in with the gameplay a lot more. All right. Hey, an actual S!
Yeah.
Oh, right, this game has the DLCs too.
Yeah, because I bought all the DLC stuff.
Great. You gotta promise me that you won't play the Nier Automata version until you've at least started the game. Because I'm pretty certain what the initial song is going to be, and it will break your heart.
I'm not sure I was intending to ever play the game.
Oh, okay, well.
I've been trying to watch the anime. Is that the same? The anime's near.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been watching that. Or we had been. It got interrupted, and I think there's new episodes now.
There was a pause because of another COVID outbreak, and I think the last episode was 4.
Yeah, so we can pick that up again.
The way to the world is just such a heartbreaker.
I was testing something. Someone in the chat said all I had to do was move the thing. It didn't care about holding the button down.
They're incorrect.
But if I hold the button and I let go, you're wrong. Test though, because if that was the deal, I could change the way I play.
Oh, absolutely. Aitsu, you're making a great case for the accessibility options of the simple mode. Cut their thumb at work and can't.
No, I like that simple mode exists. I intend to play on the harder levels with that later, because my brain can't process some of the stick motions with the on that higher difficulty setting.
Oh god, yeah, I can see them being a bit much. Oh, this sounds nice. Watch various movies such as EMS background videos and the game's opening.
Yeah, it's a it's battle music stage, it's BMS, field music stage, which is one of these, and then the EMS is event music stage, and it's essentially a I mean, we could do one because we've unlocked one, but the music notes come down from the top in this version, and it plays a scene from the game that it comes from. The previous versions, the 3DS versions, they typically kind of ran around the screen in a circle, which I liked a little bit better. But everything was stylus controlled for that, so I kind of get why they changed it. I think if you get, because there's like 27 extra songs for if you buy the digital deluxe whatever's version of this game. And then if you get all the DLC passes after that, the 3 of them, this game ends up having over 500 songs.
Jesus.
I think that cost me about $130.
Jesus.
And chances are good it'll go on sale eventually. Likely.
Just trying to think about.
It's not the kind of thing I would have done on a game I'd never played before.
Mm-hmm.
Just because that's a lot. But even 385 songs with the base game
Whoops.
for around the $60 mark, I think is still pretty good.
You're looking at about a quarter a song at that point, once you bought into everything, which is not bad.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get all the season DLC stuff later. I don't know about the 27 premium thing. That I don't know about. But you should be able to get the season pass stuff later. Yeah, let's go find that EMS song.
Yeah. Emergency medical system. Wow. Emergency medicine system.
While we're here, I want to show you some of the other options in this game that we're not going to turn on, but I think are kind of neat. Where is it? Is this one? Yes. So, is this? You can basically
mask out the background.
Mask everything out. But what I really like is it's showing me what that looks like.
Yeah, that's very.
So many games are like, "Do you want this thing on?" And they're like, "Yes," and I'm like, "What did I do?"
Or volume levels too, or the other one.
Yeah. Timing mode for your TV versus timing mode for your handheld.
That'll make a
which is
big
cool.
difference.
Definitely gonna put you quieter. We're probably not gonna get there. The trigger colors have a different
Yep, because
thing, which is neat. But yeah, I honestly think the masking out the background is really an interesting thing that is in there.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we can do that, or let's do the opening to Final Fantasy Tactics.
I die every time.
That game has some dynamic camera movement going on.
Yeah, well, these are just the in-engine cutscenes.
Look at those chocobos. Yeah, there's a lot less of the EMS types because they're generally one per title, I think. But also the recommendation thing of what do you want to do next.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Which you can
re-roll if you don't like it. Yeah, sure. Well, I'll give the other one a try here. Why not? Yeah. 60 frames smooth. Oops.
When you don't know anything about the game, watching a dude kind of just fly out of a coffin and do a roll is...
Are you unfamiliar with vampires, Heather?
I know lots about vampires, I just don't know about Final Fantasy vampires. They might be different. Everybody has a different lore set for their vampires.
True.
Are all the vampires in this one named Vince?
Get Shrek'd! Revive? No.
It's like Cat Sith?
You'd think so. That one's named Red Number 9.
Oh no, that's the doggo. I was talking about the cat.
Oh yeah, the cat one is named Cat Sith. Which is a bit of a misnomer because I don't believe they contain any force powers.
I mean, I watched, I think I watched Jacob play part of the remake, and I know that the doggo at one point has to like do things to like move levers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The animation for that was kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, so the dog is red number.
But yeah, I like there's different ways to sort.
Very good. I mean, vital when you're in a game that has 500 songs.
Like you can see what's actually in the base game versus what came in the deluxe version versus the DLC even.
Jeebus.
Which is really kind of neat.
Ah! Sort by Can we go back and sort by popularity, please?
I think that's based on how much we've played that. So
oh, okay. Well, in that case, that's
not overall popularity.
I would
of the series
love to
as a
see.
whole.
Yeah.
Though I will say that I did jump to that conclusion when I first saw it as well.
Like, they collect the data of how many times each song is being played. You could put that in the game, developers.
Actually, I wonder if we can. Can we fight? Not us.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, I don't think we can, actually, by the way.
Just let me do an online thing with an account that doesn't have an email attached to it. Blah, 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 blah. You enjoin things and do things and things and things. No, I do have to have a linked Nintendo account. I kind of wondered. Okay. Or is it... We'll make a card. Or was it just trying to make me link my account?
It's either that or the Screaming Phoenix.
You want the Screaming Phoenix?
It's an option.
Your Phoenix.
It's me.
Okay. Yeah, no, I do need an online account, don't I?
Curse.
Yeah, okay. I wondered.
Oh well.
I could give it an email and do that, but I don't want to do that here.
Not on stream, at least.
No. It's basically it's an online fight where like 4 different people fight at the same time,
Okay.
and whoever gets the highest score wins.
That actually sounds.
And then you get you'll trade summon stones. That if you have one on your profile with other people, so that's another way to get fancier summons and whatnot. And then at the end of the round, because there's the collected cards, basically if you won, you get to make first pick out of who gets the cards.
Okay, that's how
Like,
you're able
it's a
to.
pretty good online mode.
That's how you're able to increase your collector card collection in a more
Well, I mean,
intentional way.
you're gonna do it with yeah, in a more intentional way. But I do like that the game has kind of like an online competitive mode. It's not like really awful if you're not as competitive as someone else. And then also kind of like a co-op mode with the paired play.
Yeah, that one is nice.
When they did Curtain Call, because it was on the 3DS, they had essentially quest maps, which were kind of RNG'd. Here's a map of different songs, and you can play the same map several times because you need to get keys to unlock different pathways. And if you street passed people, you could exchange maps with them
That's super
from
cool.
Street Pass. And I really kind of miss that. If I ever end up going to a convention again, these 3DSs are still maybe possibly a thing. I might still bring mine around just to try to get Street Pass again.
I did see a few posts from people recently who had gone to conventions and had zero luck picking up people on
Nope.
Street Pass. But that means that there are at least a few of you out there, so you're going to be very happy when you find each other.
Yeah.
It's such a weird system because normally, for security reasons on any computer, you would not absolutely want to leave any sort of an open connection portal open.
Right. Oh, and there were things that went wrong with it with people who were being intentionally malicious. But not that often.
But it feels like Nintendo. The people who will not just let you enter an email address and be friends with someone allowed this extremely permissive system to exist and invented it.
Like, if they wanted to find a way to bring Street Pass back, I'd be really for it. And they don't need to bring 3D back. That's fine. But I'd like them to bring Street Pass back. At the very least, I'd like them to bring back the, what was it called? They had one of those like how much time you've played things, but it was like incredibly. You could look at like the lifetime of everything on your system, or you could look at like last week or a specific day, and it made graphs and charts based on it. And I was
like graphs and charts.
I don't know why you needed to make that go away. That was perfectly fine. In fact, when I got a Vita, because I got one eventually, I was so disappointed when there was no way to find out how long anything had ever been played. Like, it was all game-by-game basis if the game decided to do it or not, and I was just like, but my other system gives me charts and graphs. I used to do a thing at the end of the year where I'd be like, okay, what did I play over the year? And the thing would just tell me everything, and I was like, this is cool.
The correct option is to give you a JSON output file to an email address that you can then graph yourself.
I mean, that would also be acceptable. I don't know why I can't just go onto my Nintendo account online and look at it. I know they have all that info.
Oh, I know why. They're lazy. And they don't like you as a person. Not you specifically as
they just haven't met me yet.
Yeah, they don't hate you personally as a person. They hate you that as a person you exist and are not just a spigot for money. You have thoughts and feelings and would like things to happen for your own benefits. Mm-hmm. And that's something that capitalism really doesn't like.
It's made infiltration harder, it's true. Yeah, Street Pass with the puzzle pieces was so much fun. And filling out maps, because you get whatever people put down as their location filled out on a map.
Infiltration, right, was a game that was part of the Street Pass. I believe. No? Okay. God damn it.
I'm talking about my secret plans to infiltrate Nintendo one day.
Oh!
And how you'll know I'm successful by the fact that they make all the games that I actually keep wanting.
How is your Japanese doing then?
Oh, not good at all.
Just imagining Heather now in a full ninja outfit popping out of the ceiling in the CEO's headquarters in Nintendo and making a list of demands, and the man just being... Wakarimasen.
I was just gonna leave, like, a pile of papers with pictures denoting what I wanted. And see how well that turned out.
So Heather, the pictures are called kanji, and it is actually part of the writing system in Japan. They have 3 different ones.
I was gonna go with hieroglyphs, but I suppose the kanji would make more sense.
I'm sorry, did you say hieroglyphs?
Yes.
Wait, is that what they're actually called?
That's what the Egyptians call them.
Okay, no, I'm sorry, I meant the people from Hyrule, as opposed to the hieroglyphics.
No,
hieroglyphs rather than hieroglyphs.
Well, they weren't before, but that is definitely what I want to call them.
I think they better be called, TM, hieroglyphs in order 2023.
Yep. I'll do that along with the people who've been calling the new islands up in the sky Skyroll. I'm doing that too. It's really good.
We do good work here.
Yeah, we do. I'm really glad that I interact with other people, because I don't think I'd get to some of these places on my own.
I have no one to tell them to. what's next?
Oh, I really love that low roll exists. That was one that I didn't realize, because the way they spell it, I didn't realize until I said it out loud when I was telling Beach about something. I was just like, and there's low roll, which makes sense because there's high roll. And then I made him play that game so I could talk about it.
And of course, there's the non-Byronic Kingdom by roll.
I wonder what they're gonna call the cave sections if there are caves. Carol.
I'm thinking.
Implies there should be a mid-roll. I think that's... Triforce Heroes.
The cave sections will be stalactite roll.
I roll.
Stalactite roll.
Stalactite roll. Yeah, okay.
Well, depending on whether they're upper caves or lower caves, in which case it'll be stalactite roll or stalagmite roll.
Well, let's see. People are saying there's caves based on this one section of the trailer where there's, they're hanging from the ceiling, so that's stalagmites?
Those are the stalactites.
Stalactites.
Stalactite roll.
Yeah.
They're tights because you pull them up like tights.
Yeah, I mean, he used to wear tights, right?
You did. And then you get all nasty. Rink. Rink.
I mean, previous names, you can name them whatever you want.
Yes.
Raw
Dogger of Ryrule. Mob Rule? No. Raw Dog and the Moblin.
Mob Rule might be where the Moblins hang out.
Yes. Raw Moblin? Yeah, that's what the naked Moblins are. There's a wonderful redub out there of the of the 80s Legend of Zelda cartoon, where they just replaced all the dialogue with dialogue from Beavis and Butthead, and it's great.
That would actually probably suit most of those characters.
Yep, it really does. I think what happened though with the Zelda animated series is that we were all robbed. That show came out just too early for there to be some sort of a rap-based theme song.
Remember being okay, so I saw the cartoon when I was very small, which is what I based buying Ocarina of Time around. A vague memory of some dude in green jumping over lava from a cartoon that I barely remembered. And then I got into stuff and I was like, oh, okay, I should look up this cartoon and find it again. And I was really confused because there were only 2 Triforces. And I really wasn't actually sure who the big man was.
Sorry, Big Man. Yes, thank you. I heard Big Man. Like, I don't remember the big guy.
But I did really think it was funny that they went with, because nobody actually dies in that cartoon.
Oh, absolutely
right?
not.
They get hit by a laser beam from his sword.
A lot of people should die.
And then they get resurrected in, like, a giant smoke jar.
I mean, it's the fall damage that I think, and the constant concussions that should kill everyone in that show.
I mean, the concussions are probably not good for anybody. I don't know. The fairy was also kind of weird. I can't remember what her name was.
I don't know if she had a name. But I think it might have been Talia? I don't know.
I thought she had one, but I can't recall it.
Hooray! Yep, we cleared this. Good. We can leave now.
Yeah, I know Navi, cause like, Navi in Ocarina of Time and in like, in Majora's Mask, it's like Tattle and Tail.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the cartoon.
I just want to make sure nobody's happy.
You want to experience what Graham's been experiencing in Piff, huh?
Final Fantasy 12?
That's the one he's playing.
Oh, is it? Okay. I thought it was an 11 for some reason. Or I thought this was 11.
No, that's 12.
Don't.
Again, we need to get rid of Roman numerals.
But I don't know these games.
All I know is you can put that game on like 4 times speed, which means we should be able to put the songs on 4 times speed.
Yep, that makes sense to me.
And that's probably a bad thing for us, more than it is for people playing the actual game.
Shotgun Lizard. Okay, this is a theme I recognize, but not because I've played games, but because I've listened to a lot of Japanese commercials.
They actually advertise their games on TV.
Well, I also don't watch North American TV. You can broadcast. Also, if anyone else is offended by advertisements on streaming platforms, don't feel afraid to mark those ads as offensive, because you were offended by them. And you start getting the really interesting ads.
I mean, I let them advertise the things that they think I should want, and I've made them actually realize what I want. Really cool bags.
Yeah. You see, they never seem to get the hint from what I want, which is no more ads.
Oh, and I get an ad now for like a giant, like 10-foot blanket.
10? Is 10 foot a giant blanket now?
10 feet by 10 feet?
Yeah.
That's a pretty large blanket. I could make some really good forts with that.
It's not a small blanket, that's for sure.
I might only need one of those to make a fort. How often do they advertise plushies to me? Well, I've signed up for Fangamer's email system, so always.
Oh yes, no, you should absolutely still, Juliamon, you live in the society, so please do support the official. Please support the Patreon, not please support the official release.
Do what you're comfortable with.
Yep.
See, it's a car.
It definitely is partially that.
This has opening town vibes.
Sure, wait. sure has opening town music vibes. This is probably a good point in the show where I should say to people, yeah, if you like what you see here, check us out over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You can join up there, help us do the things that we do, and continue to make you entertained by our antics. Other ways to support us are, of course, over at youtube.com/loadingreadyrun, where you can become a member and ask us questions in our monthly Ask Lure streams. Sorry, streams, recorded streams, because we never stream them. Anyway,
put it on the podcast feed as well in an audio-only format. So
yes,
technically a podcast.
Technically. Blah blah blah. Other YouTube channels. LRRVG for the video games. LRRMTG for the Magic the Gathering. Loading Ready Live for the stream archives, and of course you knew the other one. Loading Ready Run. LRTT for our tabletop stuff. Check out the schedule over at loadingreadyrun.com/live to find out what's happening next in your area at your time. And of course, thanks to everyone who supports us over twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun during the streams themselves. Heather, where can people find you on the internet?
Find me at twitch.tv/lunarjade. One day I may stream again. The last time I went to stream, I couldn't figure out why the game music wasn't working, and I tried everything, and I spent hours and hours upon it. And do you want to know what was wrong?
What was wrong, Heather?
Well, it turns out when you have your headphones plugged into the console directly, it doesn't output any of the music into the rest of anything else.
Mm-hmm. Because you're just hearing what the...
Yeah, and you see, that's the thing. I put my headphones on, and I was like, but I can hear the music. Why isn't it showing up through the OBS system?
Oh, okay, yeah, that is weird.
This is really weird. I had to replug my headphones back into my computer system and not the other thing, and I spent a lot of time trying to sort that out. I felt really dumb about it afterwards.
It's not you. Computers are actually getting a lot dumber every day. You can check me out over at tilthouse.com or tilty.house for all the stuff that Corey and I do. New episodes of the podcast. Hey, check it out. And of course, streaming of the Yakuzas on Friday night. That's it. Mm-hmm. It's been a good show.
It has been. We're gonna be playing Hi-Fi Rush next week.
Yeah.
For those of you waiting. There's a demo for that game out now. That's coming eventually.
But until next time, thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next time on the Café. Bye.